Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well today. It's been a while, huh? Oh man, I've been busy. I've been so busy, and I was dying to get this video out to you guys because it's been more than 2 weeks, I think. Just been super busy working on a ton of projects for the business. Also did a bit of traveling as well for quite a few days, right? But I'm back, okay? And I really wanted to get this video out to you. So if you're watching this video right now, I'm actually going to be talking about something really interesting, all right, that a lot of people don't talk about. Okay, but it's super important, and this is like the invisible stuff that you don't see. It's not very obvious, but it is. It has a lot to do with psychology and whether people decide to trust you and whether they buy from you. Okay, so basically, you can kind of plug this under conversions. Okay, so if you're having issues with converting your leads into sales, if you're having trouble with converting the people that you emailing every single day, if you don't understand why they're not buying your offers, well, this is a very big part of it. Okay, it's not everything, but it is a very big part of it. Okay, so first of all, if you're watching this video right now, then you're probably on my new blog. Okay, it's pretty cool, huh? You can look around here, right? So this is one of the big projects that I've been working on over the last couple of weeks. It's taken me a little bit of time to put this blog together, right? Now this is not my first blog. This is probably my third blog. Okay, so this is the third version of my blog. I've always had a blog. I've had a blog for the last 9 years. As soon as I started my business, it's very important that you have a home on the internet where you can send people to, okay? Because a lot of people think, well, my business is Facebook or my business is YouTube, right? And if you're watching this, you might be watching this video on my YouTube channel, actually. Maybe you're not even on my blog, right? If you want to check out my blog, I'll leave a little link right below this. You can click in the description box, check it out, right? Because I put a lot of time into this new one, and I'll talk to you about that later, and I'll teach you how you can do that as well. All right, but let me know what you think of it. Right? Is it pretty cool? Right? I think it's pretty cool. It's probably the best blog that I've ever had. It's the slickest one for sure. Okay, but what I was saying earlier was that a lot of people think that their business is their social media websites. Okay, now even though I've got I'm pretty heavy on my YouTube channel, and I try and post as many videos as I can every single week. YouTube is not my business, okay? And you need to understand that, because even though I love YouTube and I get a lot of my traffic from YouTube, I've got a lot of audience, and I love you guys, and a lot of people hang out on my YouTube channel. The truth is that if something happened to my YouTube channel, let's just say I uploaded a slightly controversial video one day and YouTube decides that it's not abiding by their terms of business, basically they can shut me down like that. Literally, they can just cut me off, okay? They'll probably send me an email and they'll say, I'm very sorry. Actually, they won't even say that. They'll just say, you have egregiously violated the terms of our service, and we have suspended your account, or we've canceled your account. In most cases, there's nothing that you can do to get your account reactivated. In the rare occasion where you're able to do that, then consider yourself extremely lucky, okay? I've had multiple social media accounts shut down. So if you have 100 followers or 100,000 followers on your social media accounts, don't think for 1 second that that is your business. Okay, that's a huge mistake. All right, your business is your own websites, your own properties that you control. Okay, so those properties are things like your landing pages, your squeeze pages, okay, your blog, your home on the internet, like this one right here that you're looking at right now. Again, if you want to check it out, you can click on the references below. Okay. And the third thing is maybe your value series, okay, or your webinars, right? That you're creating yourself on your own platforms. That is your business, okay? These are your assets, your online assets that no matter what happens, nobody can take away from you, right? So it's not gonna be here one day and gone tomorrow, right? My blog is gonna be here forever. 1 second, guys. Because it's basically on my domain name that I own. I'm paying a hosting company to host my home on the internet, my blog, right? And this is where I bring people away from my other stuff or the social media sites to talk to them about different things, give more content, right, and add more value to their lives. Okay, and what that does is this is how you convert a lot of other people as well. Okay, so if you don't have a blog right now and you're trying to market online, I highly recommend that you start a blog, and it's actually not that expensive. You can get one anywhere from $200-$300 to $1,000 to $10,000. Okay, a blog like this that you're looking at right now, this costs about $10,000. Okay, now I didn't pay $10,000. Okay, I wouldn't recommend you do that because it's really, really expensive. But I'll show you a way of how I did this blog at the end of this webinar. Okay, I got this blog for around $500, and actually that's really, really cheap if you think about it, right? Imagine $500. If you for some of you might be thinking, wow, Aaron, that's pretty expensive, but actually it's not. Okay, I mean, if you think about how much a restaurant costs compared to a blog, right? A restaurant is going to cost you $300,000. Okay, that's your entire business, right? A blog is one part of your business, and it only costs $500. If you think about it, it's comparatively, relatively, it's very, very cheap. It's very, very affordable. Remember, you own that blog forever, right? And this is where you can bring people away from your other stuff and add more value. Okay, so if you don't have one, definitely think about getting one. Okay, and the reason why you want to get it, and this is what I was talking about right at the beginning of this video, is that it's all about positioning. Okay, in your marketing, you must position yourself you must put yourself in a position of power. Okay, now a lot of people don't know this because people don't talk about it that much, but there's a lot of invisible influence going on when you have a website that looks like this. Okay, compared to say a website that looks really, really horrible. Okay, so I'll talk to you about the three different, and this is the easiest way for me to do it, right? Generally speaking, there are three different types of blogs, right? That an author, an online entrepreneur, an internet marketer, an affiliate marketer, an online personality can send their people to. Okay, the first type of blog is the type that most newbies would create. Okay, they go to WordPress or they go to Fiverr.com. They spend very, very little money on it, maybe free. They set up their blog. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But basically what tends to happen is their blog looks very, very cheap. Okay, the quality is very, very low, even though they do it for free. And yes, it's better than not having a blog at all, which is it's true, but it doesn't look that good. Okay, maybe the color scheme is completely off. Maybe the pictures that they use, and you know what I'm talking about when I say this, right? They'll grab random photos from maybe Google Images, and they might use like a red arrow that looks completely out of place, or they have an object or an image where it's completely skewed. Like, let's just say the head is elongated, the arms are super short, right? And it just looks off. When a website looks a bit funny, right? It's because they haven't taken the care to put their images through a quality inspection process, right? They just put up whatever image, they don't really care how it looks. Okay, all this stuff is important. Okay, and so yes, it's better than nothing, but what do you think happens when somebody comes to your blog if it looks like that? They probably think, well, this person is probably just getting started, right? It's probably not that successful. Doesn't even have the money to spend time on their blog. So, I don't really know if I want to follow them or not. That's literally what's going on in the back of somebody's mind. Now, they don't say that, but when they arrive at your blog, that's probably what they're thinking, right? It's the same as, when you go to a restaurant, right? And the restaurant is, it's dirty. You can see paint coming off the walls. Maybe you see a cockroaches running on the floor, and you see a rat run by. The tables are dirty. The tablecloth has stains, right? The menu is like falling apart. I mean, you don't expect to pay that much money in a restaurant like that, right? It should be probably pretty cheap, okay? And don't get me wrong, I love hole in the walls, right? Because that's especially in Malaysia, we've got a ton of really, really great food that are hole in the walls. But think about what you're expecting to pay. I don't expect to pay, $50 or $100 or $200 for that meal. I expect to pay $5 or $3 for that meal, right? Because of the place, right? So it's the same when somebody gets to your website and it doesn't look that great. Don't expect them to, think that this is a very, very high quality website, because it's not. Right? It doesn't look that great. Now that's the first type of blog. The second type of blog is the type of blog that I had for many, many years, right? It's somewhere in the middle. you go there, it looks nice, the colors are, it matches, everything looks good, the design is good, the pictures and everything is done really, it's done properly, but it doesn't give you that feel of, wow, this is a nice site. It just looks okay. It's not bad, pretty decent, right? Now, I had a blog like that for probably the entire time, 9 years, right? I didn't think that I really needed anything that great. Now, there is another level to this, right? And it's basically what all the millionaire online entrepreneurs have. They've got blogs like this, right? So if you want to Google some of these people, you can check out websites like Frank Kern, okay, frankkern.com, MikeDillard.com, right? BrendanBouchard.com, yeah? Who else? These are the main guys, okay? Now go to their blogs and check them out, okay? Now these guys have spent over $10,000 on their blog. Now when you go to their blogs or their websites, literally you'll look at it and you'll be like, wow, this is a nice site. This is a really, really nice site. It just gives you that feeling like this person is very, very successful. Okay, you look at the site, you look at the images, the pictures, and just everything is awesome, okay? It's just designed really, really well. The quality of the pictures are very, very nice. They're professionally done. Everything works, the buttons, the color scheme, everything is great, okay? So that's the top level blog. And so when you send someone, okay, let me ask you a question. If you ended up in a website that looked like the first blog that I was talking about compared to the last blog I was talking about, how do you think that would make you feel? Subconsciously in the back of your mind. Well, you probably, if you landed on the cheap one, you probably think, okay, this guy's probably just getting started, newbie, I'm probably not going to buy anything from this person, right? Or I don't know if I really trust the content that's coming from this person, right? But the guy on the right, the super professional, the super slick looking blog, you might be thinking, wow, this market is successful. This market is really, really successful, and if they put out anything, I would probably listen to them. And if they, and if you got to know them and you built the relationship, if they recommended something, then the chances that you'll buy a product from them is a lot higher because you know that they're successful, all right? Or you have that impression that they're successful, right? And so that's what we're talking about today, okay? We're talking about positioning, all right? And that has everything to do with the quality of your websites, to the quality of your videos, okay, to the way that you're speaking in your videos, the way you're speaking in your articles. Do you sound like a newbie, right? When you're making a video, do you look scared on camera? Yeah? Do you look like you know what you're talking about? Are you giving your audience advice, or are you trying to give them advice, but it seems like you don't really know what you're talking about, right? All of that is invisible influence, okay? And that's all positioning. So there are things that you can do in your business, all right, where you can put yourself in a position of power, okay? Because every time you market, you want to be in a position of power. That doesn't mean that you need to be an asshole or anything in your marketing. It just means that you must have the best quality stuff, the best looking stuff. You've got to be confident, you've got to deliver things well and as professional as you can, okay? And the more that you do that, the more people will trust you and the more quickly people will trust you. And when you recommend them a product, the more likely that they're going to buy your products. Okay, that's pretty much it. So that's all I wanted to talk about today, okay? And listen, the thing is that I should have done this a long time ago, but the truth is that I couldn't find a place that could do this style of blog for a very affordable price. Actually, it was, it's most places will charge you like $8,000 to $10,000, and that's a lot of money. I don't know if I want to spend $8,000 to $10,000 on a blog, right? It's a lot of money to invest, right? Even if you are doing really, really well, it's still a lot of money to invest. But I found a way to do it. Okay, and so if you go to the link below this, I'll link to it, right? This is basically a program that all of my students go through. It's called the 4% Challenge, right? Now, in the 4% Challenge, one of the main products that they also market is something called eStage. Okay, now eStage is basically a way to build yourself a blog that looks like this. Okay, it's a very, very robust template that allows you to recreate something that looks like this, okay? And you don't have to spend $10,000 on it, okay? It only costs $500. okay? And you can use it forever. And there are new different versions that come out on a regular basis, new templates that you can use if you really want to do that, okay? But you definitely need something like this if you don't already have it, all right? Now, what I'm talking about, positioning, okay, is also something that is taught inside the 4% challenge. All right. So when it comes to successful marketing, it's not just about understanding how to drive leads. I hope you know that by now, right? If you're watching a lot of my videos and if you're following me, if you're on my list right now, or you've been following me for any length of time on YouTube, you know that marketing and being successful at selling products online has nothing to do with just being good at driving leads. It's not about that. It's about everything. It's about how you build trust. It's about influence. It's about positioning, right? It's about the way you speak to your audience, okay? It's everything. It's about conversions. It's about creating good content. It's about understanding how to provide value to your audience. It's everything. It's not, if I knew how to generate 1,000 leads on YouTube, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be profitable in my business, okay? It just means that I know how to drive a lot of traffic, but it doesn't necessarily mean that my business is going to be cash positive at the end of every single month. Does that make sense, right? You have to make sure that you can maximize your conversion so that you're cash positive, okay? Last talk, guys. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope that helps you out in your business, okay? So it depends where you are right now, okay? If you're on my YouTube channel, then I would really appreciate if you gave me a thumbs up if you got some value from this video today, all right? Subscribe to my channel if for whatever reason you're not subscribed to my channel, okay? Let me know in the comments below what you think of my blog, or what you think of this video, okay? What do you think of positioning? Are you positioning yourself in the right way in your marketplace, okay? If you're on my blog, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of my new blog. Do you think it's pretty cool? Do you think it's pretty crap? Let me know. I'd love to hear what you thought, what you think, okay? And listen, if you want to spend a little bit more time with me, okay? If you want to go deep, if you're sick and tired of, not knowing what you're doing, if you've been trying to make money online for a long time but you can't seem to do it, if you just keep spending money on traffic but you can't convert it and you're wondering why, then I highly recommend that you check out the 4% challenge, okay? That's the first thing. Now, you can get access to it by clicking on the link below. Get on my list, okay? Also, if you get on my list, if you're not already on there, I'm going to give you access to my free training that will actually show you how to do some of this stuff, okay, in a lot more detail, all right? So, look, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you got some awesome value from today's video, and I hope that I will have some time to do more cool videos like this, in the coming weeks. Okay? Speak to you very, very soon. Take care.